Canada was great, but I feel it's time to move on. But if everything goes well, within 24 hours, we will be back in naturist weather. We are Nick and Linz. For the last 5 years, we have been traveling to some of the most amazing naturist places on the planet. And now we embarked on an epic journey to experience naturism in every continent of the world. Subscribe and travel along with us. Right now we are in Canada. We want to start with a big thank you to Cypress Cove for sponsoring this video. Cypress Cove in Florida is the most famous nudist resort in the USA, and it happens to be our next destination.
It's gonna be our last ride with this one, but tomorrow we're gonna have some much bigger wheels. Bye bye Bear Oaks!
Bye!
The last day at a place is always a bit strange. On one hand, it feels like an ending and this creates this sense of melancholy. But on the other hand, we are just moving on, we are just going to the next place. There's a new adventure waiting for us, and that then again creates this sense of excitement. Did you enjoy Canada?
Oh, I absolutely did. Yes, I definitely did. Why are you asking me that? Wasn't it obvious that
It's for the video, it's for the video.
Okay. Yeah, I absolutely did.
What was your favorite part?
I have a couple of favorite things, I would say. For one, revisiting Bear Oaks was definitely a highlight. And just because 5 years ago, when we were here at Bear Oaks, we met so many beautiful people, so many amazing people, and just seeing them again was really, really great. Nature, just the connection with nature that you have when you are traveling in Canada was absolutely beautiful. Revisiting Sunward, same thing. I'm so happy that we had better weather now in Sunward than 5 years ago, because then the weather was terrible. But now just being able to camp next to the lake and exploring the trails at Sunward was, yeah, it was beautiful.
Now an interesting part of the journey starts. Trying to find out where we have to drop off our rental car. It's not on the signs yet. Something I like about airports is that they work kind of the same in pretty much every country around the world. But that's not the case for rental offices. They are very different depending where you go. It's about time that they streamline that as well.
Yeah. Here, car rental, yeah, but it's on the other side of the road. Okay.
Yeah, car rental return.
Yes. To the garage.
I complained too early. It's actually not that difficult to find the car rental place in Pearson.
We're not there yet. Hold your horses, we're not there yet.
I trust the Canadians.
Yes. Rental car. Oh.
Now I just hope that our car is considered okay. It's a little bit dirty, has been camping with us for a month, but I don't think that we caused any damage. I hope we didn't.
That was it?
Bye bye car. Sure we didn't leave anything in the car?
Oh, don't ask me that question. That's the thing. You check, you double check, you triple check, watch out. And then you're leaving the car and it's all of a sudden like, okay, shit, did I check there? But no, we're good to go.
Returning the car took about the full 2 minutes or so we were a little bit early. But you never know with car rentals, sometimes it takes up to half an hour or an hour or so.
Isn't this crazy that they have this whole place inside of the airport dedicated to the US, to flights to the US? It's crazy. I've never seen this before. I'm already getting nerves. Getting nervous. For no reason at all. I have nothing to hide, but yeah, they make me nervous. They just took our passports and She was like, oh, I need to check something. Be right back. So, yeah.
You don't have any batteries.
She just wanted to double check what our travel requirements are. I don't think that they get a lot of Belgian passports here. Overall, this check-in procedure went very, very quickly. Normally, if we go to the United States from other countries, they ask a million questions, but now it went very fast and we have still a lot of time to spend at the airport.
All good?
I'm allowed to leave Canada.
Yes, nothing to hide. High five to that.
We just went through American border control in a Canadian airport. This is quite unique. You see, after all these years of traveling, we still get surprises. We still get to see new things.
Isn't that the whole part of traveling, that the world can still amaze you when you're just not expecting it? And now we're gonna treat ourselves.
Travel days are the days when we smell the best. Seems like we found a downside about Pearson Airport in Toronto. The food options are not really that much.
Limited.
And the thing is, when you travel, you have to be kind of careful about what you eat. So we try to eat healthy most of the time, but airport days are really the days when everything is possible, and that normally means McDonald's, but there's no McDonald's here.
And talking about everything is possible, truly everything is possible. Sometimes we can eat a hamburger at 6 in the morning because hours at airports, they just don't count. These places are great conversation places, right? It's like, where are you?
36 Whiskey Orlando, requesting baggage of the following passenger.
Ready? Would have been a great time to ask one of those fancy coffees. Like a caramel, black and white latte, something.
You don't like that?
No, I don't. Just for fun. What we just did, fly to Florida to escape the cold in Canada, is something very Canadian actually. We met lots of snowbirds who spent at least some months in the southern states, but most of them waited to leave until the hurricane season is over, which is not something we actually took into consideration. This is interesting, we didn't get any border control anymore. The border control we had in Canada was the only one. It was US border control even before we got onto the flight into the US. We are in Florida.
We are!
First impression?
Hot, humid, my bag is wet, a lot of people, but let's go.
It's a little bit annoying to know that America's most famous nudist resort is only an hour from where we are now. But before we go there, we need transportation and we can only pick that up tomorrow. And it's getting late anyway, so sleeping in a room will probably not be such a bad idea. And we have to get dinner. It's still a travel day, so it's gonna be junk food. This is what Florida looks like when you've never been here and you arrived after dark and you stayed in an airport hotel. But there are palm trees, so I hope that's gonna be a bit warmer here than in Canada. No single-use plastic rules clearly haven't made it to Florida yet. if you know a thing or two about nudism in Florida, you might recognize our Uber drivers for today. And if you don't recognize them, check out Florida Young Naturist. We'll put a link in the description. Meanwhile, I have a different Uber driver.
Hi.
We tried to film the pickup of our van, but the sunny state suddenly wasn't that sunny anymore. We had quite a big storm, so we had to rush to keep our stuff dry. But now we're on the road and we're finally on our way to Cypress Cove. Well, that is if we don't get too much traffic jam. Everything today took a little bit longer than expected. This is our van. I will give you the full tour tomorrow, but now it's almost getting dark and we still need to get installed. So we'll see you tomorrow.
The weather is definitely an upgrade comparing to Canada, and also our accommodation received a little upgrade. I will give you a quick tour. Right, so welcome in our camper van, and I'm gonna be very honest with you, I have absolutely no idea how to do this or give a proper camper van tour because we are still figuring out things. What I can say is that we have a table and chairs. These chairs are rotatable, so it can fit 4 people. We also have a little fridge and a little stove with some cupboards. Sorry about the mess because our stuff is still all over the place. Again, we're still figuring out everything. And this in particular, there are a lot of buttons and I have absolutely no idea what they're doing, but I don't think it's rocket science, so we will probably figure it out. Over here we have a shower and toilet area. Yeah, it's open. Okay. Yeah. Ta-da! This is funny. This morning I was complaining to Nick about not having a mirror, and here it is. Okay, so how do I close this? No. Yes. Right, so we have, oh, see, our stuff is everywhere, all over the place. We have a sink, some cupboards, we already put some stuff, see, I'm still figuring it out, in here, coffee, everything, and of course our bed. Our bed.
I'm sure that we will be able to give you a little bit of a more professional tour once in one of our next videos, once we get to know this van a little bit better. But the most important is, we are in America. And even though we already arrived 3 days ago, I get this feeling that only now it's really getting started.
America, baby!
If you enjoyed watching the in-between video, please let us know in the comments. Maybe we can do more of these. And other than that, as soon as we press the stop record button, we're gonna start again because we understand that you probably want to see more of this resort.
And of us.
And of us, of
For
course.
sure.
But that is gonna be for our next video. So if you don't want to miss that,
Make sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video, please give us a big fat thumbs up, and we just see you in our next video. Bye!
no, you did it
Oh.
wrong. You did it wrong.
Oh, sorry.
We are in
Again.
southern USA now. You have to learn to speak the language.
Ah, yeah, that's true. What
So
was it?
you have to tell people to smash the like button, and see you next week, y'all.
Y'all. Also, not only,
Border control. So we can just it's a little bit annoying to know that
and also our accommodation has bleh. Also, our accommodation has bleh.